Looking for unforgettable Brazilian romance movies? Here are 5 emotional love stories filled with passion, drama, and unexpected twists. Let's get straight into the countdown. Kicking off with number 5, Boy Neon 2015. What happens when the dazzling lights of the rodeo collide with a life that refuses to fit inside society's expectations? In Boy Neon, dreams, identity, desire, and ambition come together in a world where appearances can be deceiving. Set in the dusty landscapes of northeastern Brazil, the story follows Iramar, a quiet but determined cowboy who spends his days traveling with a rodeo crew. While the others focus on the excitement of bull riding and the spectacle of the arena, Iramar has a different dream burning inside him. Away from the crowds, he secretly works on his passion for fashion. Number 4. Aquarius 2016. What if the home you built your entire life around suddenly became the one thing you were expected to give up? In Aquarius, one woman's fight to protect her past becomes a powerful battle against pressure, greed, and the forces determined to erase everything she holds dear. Set in Recife, Brazil, the story follows Clara, a respected music critic and retired journalist who lives alone in the apartment where she has spent decades building memories. Surrounded by old photographs, records, books, and objects carrying pieces of her history, Clara has created a life that feels deeply connected to the place she calls home. But that peace begins to disappear when a powerful construction company acquires the rest of the building. Number 3. The Other End 2016. What if the person you thought was gone forever suddenly appeared again, forcing you to confront everything you tried to leave behind? The Other End is an emotional drama about loss, unfinished relationships, and the unexpected ways people can find their way back to each other. The story centers on a young woman whose seemingly ordinary life is shaken when she receives an unexpected call from a stranger. On the other end is someone connected to a painful chapter of her past, and what begins as a simple conversation slowly becomes a deeply personal connection. As their conversations continue, the distance between them begins to feel smaller. Secrets are revealed, emotions that were buried for years begin to surface. Number 2. Casa Grande 2014. What happens when a privileged teenager suddenly finds himself facing a world completely different from the one he has always known? Casa Grande is a coming-of-age drama that explores class, family, desire, and the uncomfortable reality of growing up when everything you believed about your life begins to change. Set in Rio de Janeiro, the story follows Jean, a wealthy teenager whose comfortable life begins to fall apart when his family experiences serious financial problems. Accustomed to privilege and security, Jean struggles to understand the changes happening around him. Suddenly, the lifestyle he once took for granted is no longer guaranteed. As tensions rise at home, Jean becomes increasingly independent. Number 8. Vergel 2017. What happens when grief becomes so overwhelming that even saying goodbye feels impossible? Virgil is a haunting and intimate drama about loss, loneliness, and the unexpected connection that can emerge when two strangers find themselves facing pain from completely different sides. The story follows a middle-aged woman living in Buenos Aires whose husband has recently died while they were traveling abroad. Devastated by his sudden death, she finds herself trapped in a painful situation. His body remains far away, and bureaucratic complications prevent her from bringing him home. Unable to accept the distance, she becomes increasingly consumed by grief.